not bacon time. It's Baconsale.
See, if you say bacon time, the first time of every show, people are going to start thinking the name of the show is Bacon Time.
Well, that's why he said it's not bacon.
But you set a dark precedent here.
All I know is when I do the intro,
Dun, 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 dun.
when I do the intro, I'm not saying Bacon Time. I'm not being Beetlejuice.
Honestly, I think you're going to let everybody down at this point.
Wait, so, but no one knows the name of our show.
Yet.
And the name of our show is Baconsale. Actually, you know how we started this show and we thought the name was unique? And by we, I mean Jake thought the name was unique.
Right.
I've looked at like podcasts, even on Podbean, and there are a lot of bacon-themed podcasts.
Our theme is not on bacon.
No, but it's...
Unless you mean
none of the
Kevin
food.
Bacon.
Yeah.
No, but
Which
like...
there are no podcasts.
No, but I'm not kidding you. It's like you look it up, and we're not probably on the 17th page. It's like Bacon Finance, Bacon and Eggs,
Bacon
podcast.
Finance?
I kid you not. It's like
Are people investing in bacon?
Bacon University, and I'm
Using
like...
bacon as currency?
Well,
I would
look,
accept that,
you
by
can
the
put
way.
bacon basically in front of any other word or theme or idea, and it's going to sound better. You know?
If you put it in front of sale, it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, bacon sale. It's like,
Wow.
aren't you excited right now? I mean, like the bacon's on sale, Joel. You know?
Clearly, we're still trying to get used to the
All right.
name.
Yes.
But, it is my goal with this show that in 3 months we will be, not the top result, but on the first page. Anytime someone searches bacon.
They're going to be sorely disappointed, though. This show has nothing to do with bacon.
I think they mentioned Kevin Bacon at one point.
Although I think most of the focus is going on Kevin Bacon, but really it should be mostly about Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it needs to be.
Okay. I think we should just keep a picture of her up at all times.
All right, let's bring you guys
now.
in.
I have a picture
We're
of her
going
on
to
my
get started
laptop.
with an actual
We're
topic
talking
here.
about Kate Beckinsale, Jake. Could you please?
Do not interrupt Baconsale time. Baconsale time. Wow, that was hard to
matter.
say. I'm in Baconsale mode.
I don't think you're a real fan.
Of who?
Can't even say her name now.
Wow.
Name 2 movies she's been in. 2. Just 2.
That's pretty easy, dude. Underworld, Van Helsing.
All right, Joel, name 4. Name 4 movies.
4 Underworlds.
No, Underworld doesn't count. No, it doesn't
Underworld
count.
again. She's in
Underworld again?
Whiteout. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Underworld in Whiteout.
Yeah, that's
she's in
correct.
Pearl Harbor. She's in Much Ado About Nothing. She's in Serendipity. How did I forget that one? That should have
Well
been the first
done.
one. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am.
I mean, well done. He's supposed to be a fan. You're supposed to be a fan, too.
No, but it's like you don't know Kate Beckinsale for her movies. Come on.
I do.
Oh,
All right.
apparently.
I'm pulling in the topics
By the way,
here.
I'm Kent.
I'm Joel.
And Jacob. And your host. So I'm going to get this started here and rein these guys in, or we're going to hear nothing but Kate Beckinsale talk for about 40 minutes.
Can we do a whole podcast on that?
Honestly,
Once
probably
we
should at
get
some point.
her as a guest star,
We need to do a Kevin Bacon one as well.
I want to
Like,
set that goal right
all
now.
Kevin Bacon.
Kate Beckinsale, if you're out there listening right now.
Whoa. Let's not get crazy.
No, I'm starting this right now because then years from now, when we actually get her on the show, we can point back to here and say, "Hey, we introduced you on show number 3."
Yeah, show number 3.
Listen.
You know that we're for real.
Hey, aim small, miss small, all right? Let's just aim to be
All
on the
right.
first page of Bacon-themed
no.
podcasts.
So Kate Beckinsale's cousin, if you're out there somewhere, I'm aiming small. Does that help? Please come on our show, Kate Beckinsale's cousin. Maybe we can get a phone interview with your cousin, Kate Beckinsale.
All right, here's what we're going to talk about today, everybody. We have a handful of topics on TV episodes. And I don't just mean network TV. I mean internet TV. I mean cable TV. I mean any sort of episodic TV show.
But we do want to keep it current.
It is current. We are only speaking in terms of current shows.
Which is really good because otherwise Joel would talk for an hour about Lost.
And nobody wants to talk about Lost anymore. Let's just be honest.
We all want to talk about Lost every day. Just admit it. Right now, you guys are wondering right now what the numbers are, and they are 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
You know what's weird?
I know.
I
Wow.
just wrote Not Penny's Boat on my hand earlier today.
Oh, too
So-
soon.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon.
That was
It's
a-
timely.
No, but it's true. If we were talking about best
best
TV
shows
shows
of
of
all
all time, that's a very large topic, probably for another day. But we wanted to keep it a little more focused, especially since it's amazing we live in a world where,
Well done.
thank you, where like all the TV shows are practically available. It used to be you didn't have the TV show. You're like, oh, I remember that show from way back then. And now it's like, oh, I can purchase it on iTunes or I can watch it on Netflix. We have, decades of television at our disposal. We can binge watch it anytime.
That's true.
You know what's strange is that when you binge watch a show, which is just so accessible now, it's like getting a trophy.
It is.
It's like, you're on Xbox or PlayStation.
It's like running
and
Ragnar.
It's achievement unlocked. You just finished
Congratulations, you
private practice for the second time.
No, I want one of those Ragnar stickers for Netflix binge watching that I could put on the back of my car and then brag about it to everyone.
Merchandising.
Yes.
Oh, we're in that.
Oh, I think we just got our $1 million idea, folks. No one steal it.
All right,
We're gonna
so
patent
Little
it over
scrub for scrubs and all that kind of stuff.
All right, these guys don't know what topic I'm going to bring up first, although they do have a preview as to what
Hey,
the
we're just talking
topics
about the history of TV here. No big deal.
are.
Philo T. Farnsworth was born in Rigby, Idaho.
All right, so the first topic I'm going to say, and then we're going to let Joel and Kent
Wait,
both.
why are we having topics? What's going on?
The topics are, they'll kind of be self-explanatory once I say what they are, but they're going to
And
be
these all have to be
TV
current shows, right?
related
Yes.
about current shows.
So you've got
So,
various categories that you're going to be giving us.
I'm going to give you a category.
Why should people
and you're
care
gonna give me
what
a
shows
show.
we like or
Jacob,
don't like?
we're trying to tell you how to introduce the topic.
The topic's been introduced. As soon as I say what it is, it's introduced.
It was in your head, but the listening audience is like, what are they talking about?
Frankly, I was confused.
You were not confused.
Jake's a little sick
All right,
today,
I'm gonna-
so we're going to
he is.
excuse him.
Yes,
It is actually true. If I
you
don't make sense during this podcast, there's a very good reason.
If you hear
I've
coughing-
been sick for days.
If you hear coughing, that's Jacob. If you hear someone swatting at a fly, that's Kent.
Yeah.
That fly was huge.
It was huge.
Yeah, and Joel actually had to tell me like 3 times today what he was doing for lunch because I forgot and then asked him again.
Yes. I'm having a father-son lunch.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about on the podcast today,
First
Jake,
thing
and
we're
why?
First topic, which
No, okay.
is I'm just going to say this. You guys cannot stop me.
All right.
I want to know. And by the way, this is self-explanatory. As soon as I say these words, best binge-watching show, and each of you tell me what it is.
Joel and I are the experts here.
You
Yeah.
two are the experts.
Well, yes.
Anyone listening already knows that if they've listened to an
Expert
episode
on
before.
binge
our
watching.
first 2 shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
also, we would like to invite the listening audience to play along. So as we mention them, please think of your own and then comment on baconsale.com.
They're not going to. They're just going to think about their own and be like, you guys are idiots.
Yeah, be like that's
And
not
then
a good
never
choice.
comment on anything.
I think that should be our tagline.
And then they'll come and tell Kent later.
You guys are idiots.
and make him mad. All right, so best binge watching show. Joel, you're first.
All right. The best show to binge watch I've found, current TV show to binge watch on.
So in the requirement for this, sorry to interrupt.
Again.
Which I do that a lot. Apparently, I heard today, I got some notes for you. You interrupt Joel all of the time. And I'm like, how else am I going to win? Anyways.
It's not even just on the podcast, folks. This is a daily
So Joel,
occurrence.
as I was saying, this is a current show that may be on Netflix, but is still on air as well, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
It has to still be on.
Every show that we were told to pick a current TV show, and we were given a couple categories. That's what we've been prepared with today, and a small defense. Although I don't think it's really going to turn into a versus thing, because I don't think any of us here in the room are going to say Two Broke Girls is the best TV show on television. Oh, you shut your face. You shut your face.
2.5 Broke Girls? Is that a thing?
I think it merged, actually.
All right, guys, let's get into these shows.
Okay, so best show to binge watch.
Joel,
was
you may
looking up
continue.
again. Thank you, Kent. Jerk.
So Joel,
I hate everyone in this room right now.
Even me.
Even you.
Okay.
Not the listeners, though. I love you, listener. That was more creepy than
Yeah.
nice.
I love you, listener.
But I would say the best show to binge watch currently on television is Better Call Saul.
whoa! Isn't binge watching the point to be able to watch a lot?
Yeah. And it has
There's what, like 6 episodes of that? Or
no.
something?
The first season is done. They have the whole first season you could binge watch now, and I believe it is probably one of the best shows on television currently. I have to say, thinking of the best television shows right now is a little bit hard. It used to be so easy. There used to be so many shows.
Yeah.
I could give it a glance.
You make a good point. In fact, last year, some of the best shows that were ever on television, in my opinion, they ended or were canceled or whatnot.
Lost was actually more than that. That was 5 years ago.
Did that ever end? Because they never answered anything. So
Lost
I'm not
never
sure.
ends. It stays on in our hearts.
But for example, Breaking Bad,
Yes.
which I think was one of the greatest shows ever.
Yes.
Which Better Call Saul is the spinoff of.
Right. And it's on AMC. And it's amazing to me how network television has kind of lost it.
Yeah.
The best shows seem to be on either cable or on demand.
Unless you're the viewing audience, and then they're on CBS.
Ugh.
Do you watch any CBS shows? By the way, there will be
I've seen
about
the mix
9,000 tangents on this show.
Yeah.
Just to let you
It's
know.
a show of tangents, really.
Spoiler alert, I do have one CBS show on my list.
Hold on, let me try to guess.
No, not yet.
No, guess.
No.
Let's hear it.
Oh, no. If it's on his list, I
It's
don't
on my
wanna
list.
guess.
Oh, it is.
But I will say, do you guys remember when NBC was king?
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
NBC had
absolutely.
Friends and Seinfeld and must-see television.
And Frasier.
And Frasier,
Did you ever see that 30 Rock episode where?
30 Rock, Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's later though. But the 30 Rock
Yeah, that was
episode
more like
where
the Bronze era.
Alec Baldwin, whatever his character's name is,
Jack Donaghy.
Jack.
Donaghy.
That's it.
I don't watch the show, and I knew.
He shows a
Donaghy,
pie
not
graph,
Donaghy.
and it's like
thing.
where NBC's resources are, and it's like 60-70% is the Biggest Loser, and then the rest is finding a way through either magic or science to make it 1999 again.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. Like, I don't have one NBC show on my list. But that's the point being is that I think that Better Call Saul, it's such a different show than Breaking Bad, though. Like, Breaking Bad, I think, is one of the most well-crafted shows to ever be on television. Mm-hmm. Just perfect from beginning to end. It takes a really talented show to satisfy the viewers in the finale. And I think they did a fantastic job from start to finish with no slumps. They had no tail section episodes with Ana Lucia that we don't care about and that we hate.
Whoa.
I hate Ana Lucia from Lost. I will state that as fact and on the record.
But there are some people out there, people that don't really quite have the depth of television viewing experience that you and I might have that got bored with Breaking Bad. In the
That
first
is
two
not the only
seasons.
reason people get bored with Breaking
The
Bad.
depth that Kent and I have with television.
So you're basically saying you have to watch more television to be able to appreciate a show that
Like
might
I'm saying,
not entertain
achievement
others.
unlocked.
That's what makes a movie critic, and a television critic, a television critic, is the amount of TV they've watched. Because if you get someone brand new to television or brand new to movies watching stuff,
Well, yeah.
they're amazed by just the fact there are moving pictures and blue people on the screen in 3D.
Maybe I'm being defensive because Breaking Bad is not one of my top shows. It's more...
Well,
It's like, I
you
see
don't
why
have the
people
depth
like it.
that Kent and I
See, exactly.
Is that going to be our defense?
Yes.
That's just the defense for anything. Anyone doesn't disagree with
You're
you.
lacking depth. But Better Call Saul. It's a lighter show than Breaking Bad, but it's different, but in a good way.
I hope it stays different and that it doesn't keep relating to Breaking Bad, doesn't keep going back.
Yeah.
It needs to stand on
How
its
far
own.
have you got on it, by the way?
One episode?
Okay. I'll let you know, first season in, they're their own show. Like, I
Great.
love it because a lot of
Great.
spin-offs try to be the same show. And this one managed to be a separate show with a separate tone. And I hope they keep it up for long, but I have to say I'm very impressed with the first season.
All right, Kent, let's hear yours.
All right. I actually followed the rules here when we're talking about binge watching.
Right.
Because for me, binge watching means you're in a Snuggie. It's Saturday morning. You've got nothing to do.
For 3 days.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Let's define binge watching.
Binge watching means...
How many episodes in a row?
It
is
means
considered
you're
binge
a
watching?
glutton in every sense.
That's exactly right.
You've got a bag of Bugles on the couch.
Are they ranch bugles?
They are Ranch
Or
Bugles.
Funyuns.
And you're dipping
Whoa,
them.
Funyuns? You don't have the depth that Kent and I have on snacks.
Bugles. I think they're the same thing.
They are pretty much.
Yeah.
Except you can't
All right,
put
Kent,
Funyuns
go-
on
go
your
on,
fingers
go
and make
on, Kent.
claws.
Okay,
Your
but
definition.
binge watching means you're just a gross person and you can't stop watching this show.
What about my Ragnar sticker?
No, I'm totally down. Let's do it.
Okay.
So I went with a show, and this may come up later with Jake specifically. I went with the show that has currently 9 seasons on Netflix and is currently on its 10th season on the CW, Supernatural.
But how many Supernatural episodes can you really watch in a row?
Probably 4 max.
45 minutes each?
No,
Yeah.
I could watch more than that. I have binge watched a season of Supernatural at a time, like in one sitting before. I mean, it's...
But I'm just. Are you guys saying that if I watch the entire season of Better Call Saul in one weekend, that's not binge watching?
Oh, that is, but it's temporary binging.
It is. It's temporary binging.
It's like It's not quite binge.
It's like
So
minor
I don't get my
leagues.
sticker.
No, that's minor leagues, dude, of binge watching.
Call me when it's 4 seasons in.
Well, excuse me for having a wife and children and responsibilities.
Listen, I don't want to hear that every show. You keep falling back.
Okay, if I can fall
On the family card.
you don't fall back on yours, I won't fall back on that.
All right. But yeah, I think Supernatural, there are even like 2 or 3 bad seasons. But because
You
they're
mean the first one?
dude, the first season's kind of awesome.
Actually, I think first season's
Because
one of the weaker
it's
I'm not hooked.
well, the first season for me is Monster of the Week, but it's all urban legends and it's stuff that, you told stories about when you were a teen. It's pretty poor production, but it's fun. And then they get into the whole mythos and everything later on.
The season 1 is fun. It's not epic.
Have
like a lot
you
of the
guys
seasons
both
are.
seen all the seasons of Supernatural?
Yeah.
I am current.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
Current TV current?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, that show actually doesn't get very good ratings.
It gets solid ratings.
It gets okay ratings, but the thing is the fans are diehard, and
Yeah,
they're the ones
they
that
are.
are keeping it alive. I love the show because of that reason.
But, I did 6 months ago. No, it was maybe a year ago. I hadn't seen any just because it was the CW, and I hate the CW. I know. I'm
Which is
sorry.
why he doesn't like Flash.
Buffy was on the CW.
No, it was not. It was on the WB, and then it was on UPN.
Oh, that's right, UPN. It didn't go directly to CW, did
No
it?
one remembers UPN. There was like Brandy Show, Moesha, or whatever, and Buffy for 2 seasons. But yeah, Supernatural. Really, there are like 6 solid seasons in there somewhere that you can find.
That's about right.
6 out of 10.
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
Well, and 10 is good, by the way. 10 is
yeah,
solid.
the show keeps going.
It's still good. It's not a shadow of its former self.
No, 10 is the best season in probably 3 seasons. Does that sound about right?
Sure.
It's hard to know. There's so many seasons.
There are a lot of seasons.
I'm just thinking, like, how much time have I wasted with that show?
Oh, please. I never want to think about how much time I've wasted on a television show.
There is actually a site that you can go to and plug in the shows that you've seen.
I don't want to know.
One of our coworkers broke it. It froze because she had watched so many days.
And she had repeated a lot of these shows.
And she's probably listening right now.
She is. Hello.
So yeah, for me, that's a total binge-worthy show, and it's cheap. Sometimes there are scares. Sometimes it's kind of like a cheap X-Files, honestly.
Okay.
Slightly more funny.
X-Files meets Psych.
A little bit, yes.
That's the impression I get from it. It's like a juvenile X-Files.
Yes.
Not juvenile in a bad way, just for the younger
Yeah,
audience.
it's playful.
kind of like how Psych is the juvenile version of Monk.
It's very meta, honestly. Like, the show knows exactly what's going on. All right, let's go to the next topic, unless you guys have anything else that just is so
and
awesome.
Jake, if you ever want to jump in with
Supernatural was mine as well.
for binging,
Yeah,
That's good that you have the depth that we do about that show.
well, equal to me on that, not above.
Yeah, Joel's
but
the one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I don't. I'm sorry, I don't like to binge watch a teeny bopper CW show.
This is about to get real.
No kidding. All right, this is the show everyone should be watching.
You want to go with Kent first?
Yeah, Kent, you go
this time?
first this time.
All right, the show everyone should be watching. It almost didn't count until they announced a new season. But it's a BBC show, I believe, or one of those. And it's on Netflix now.
Okay.
It's Luther.
That's
It
the
has
one about the guy who nailed his 93 theses to the door.
95.
95 theses.
Thesis.
Yeah.
Thesis.
Theses.
Theses.
Did you say feces?
No, don't bring that up or Ken will use his word again.
I don't see why it's a bad word. Anyways, Luther stars Idris Elba as a cop, and he's a dirty cop, pretty much. But you root for him. Like, even though he's doing...
So it's The Shield
It is very similar to The Shield.
and The Wire.
The Wire goes more gang territory, that sort of thing. It's very close to The
But
Shield,
dirty
actually.
cops.
Wait, have you not
Yeah.
seen Luther?
No.
Gosh, how have you not seen Luther yet?
I'll tell you why. Because Luther may not be for everyone because it is
Because
dark.
I don't have the depth that Ken does.
No, it really is. It's
you just
adult.
can't get past those British accents. Is probably
Yeah, you
it.
can't
I
understand
can't
it.
stand him at all.
Is that South African?
That was a little bit South African, yeah. I'm going to, let's go Australian now.
But it is more adult content. I'm not saying there's nudity in this show, but there's
But you're not
language.
saying there's not.
I'm not saying there's not.
Well, it's not R-rated language. It's not mature-rated language.
It's like PG-16.
I don't know.
Well, and I think this is a good time to bring up the fact that we all have different lines that we draw on the content we want to watch.
Sure.
And we don't, this is a judgment-free zone full of coughing and flies.
I'm judging you.
I'm not sure I have a line.
But there are, no,
It's true. I'm sure you'll bring up later.
I probably will. Mm-hmm. But no, there's certain shows that I wait to see or I don't see because I'd rather watch it edited or because I'd rather not watch it.
I'll tell you this. You could handle it
Okay.
because you watch like Walking Dead.
Yes.
It's essentially that level.
It is no more gritty than Breaking Bad.
I would not watch it
Then it's probably good.
with your wife the first time. Like you should
I
actually...
hope you're not watching TV shows with my wife.
I've said too much.
Have you been binge watching Luther with my wife?
Yeah, and she didn't like it, so I would not do it
I
anymore.
wouldn't recommend it because we already watched the entire series together.
Don't give me that look. But yeah, it's something you should maybe test the waters first.
Okay.
And then you're like,
She did watch Broadchurch and liked it.
Actually, the pilot, I don't recall anything that would turn her away. Right? I mean,
Well, it doesn't matter if the pilot is later on. It's the show as a whole.
what's great about it is because like every BBC series, it's a short season. In fact, the first season is 6 episodes. Second is 4. Third is maybe 4 as well.
I think it's 4 as well. I disagree with Ken. Actually, I think you should bring your wife in on this on the Luther pilot because
Okay, everyone
don't stay away from my wife.
look. You know, I mean, Ken's already seen it with her. It's time you did. You know,
make this happen. All right, so that is my show that I think everyone should be watching. And the first 3 seasons are on Netflix. Season 4 is just going to be a final movie, I believe.
No. It's got a new season.
Maybe like 2 episodes at tops.
I didn't hear. I just know it's on IMDb as a new season coming.
Yeah.
So, Joel, your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to say the show that everyone should be watching is Community. Because I think if everyone was watching it in the first place, that it wouldn't have gotten canceled and put on Yahoo's screen, which is the worst Roku app ever. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to view, viewing it online. I've never tried. I usually use the Roku, and it's just ridiculous. It streams as soon as you put it on there.
You'd think they would have put more work into that, knowing that Community was coming, and there would be a need for it.
You'd think they would, but they didn't. And Community season 6, it's good. It's good. I don't think it's as good.
Do you really think it's for everybody, though? I mean, all the pop culture references and everything like that. Like, I know my mom would have no idea what's going on.
It's for
in that
our
show.
audience.
But would you show your mom Luther?
I showed my father-in-law Luther.
I showed your mom Luther.
Come on.
Well, it was wide open.
No, but season 6, it's funny.
You're all over everybody's.
Even if it's not about the pop culture
Wife and
references,
mom.
it's funny. And I think if people gave Community a shot, they'd really enjoy it. It's not as good as it used to be. I'll fully admit that. But it's a darn good show, and I really hope 6 seasons in a movie comes to pass. That's their mantra. That's what they'll hashtag 6 seasons in a movie.
I bet they will at this point.
What makes the show so good, Joel?
What makes the show good is it's just very clever writing. I'd say it's one of the most clever comedies on TV right now. A lot of comedies, CBS, it's just set up punchline, very formulaic, single camera kind of, or multi-camera kind of stuff. Whereas this, it makes you think. It's a smart comedy. And I hope they don't drag it out much longer. I really hope they end it with a movie next. But I'm worried that Yahoo Screen is going to drag it out and make it less awesome.
Yeah, Arrested Development. Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't go away. It should have stopped a while back.
It sounded like Mitch Horowitz.
Yeah.
All right, Kent, go.
I already gave mine.
What?
The Luther.
Oh, dang it.
Jacob's on medication.
I am on medication.
Let the record show Jacob is on medication.
All right, I'm going. Okay, so mine, just to kind of throw in, is Justified, which isn't on anything else.
You've never mentioned that show to me before every
that's
day.
hilarious, right? So it's not. However, my best overall was Luther, but Justified is the show everyone should be watching because I think it is underwatched for how good it is. And Joel still has not watched it, but Kent has.
Yeah, but I'm justified in not watching it.
No, you're not.
Hey-o.
I didn't want to watch it for a while. I'm okay with Timothy Oliphant, a.k.a. Teeth.
Dr. Teeth.
Jaw.
Dr. Teeth.
I mean, I like him okay. I really liked him in Deadwood, but this one I'm just like, it's an FX series. There'll be no grit to it. But he really is such a likable character.
How gritty is
grit.
Justified?
It's like hillbilly meth farms.
But I mean, is it AMC type of grit, or does FX have?
I don't think it. Well,
It's actually lighter.
I'd say lighter. Yeah, it's Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's actually less than Breaking Bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by that one. I have nothing against that one. I just haven't got around to it because I have a bunch
Season
of
2
other
of
shows to watch.
Justified is incredible.
I'm too busy binge watching
3's well.
Cheers one episode at a time.
Oh my gosh!
Stop it. Why don't you say Cheers?
Because it's not a current show.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kent, I don't know how to tell you this, but Cheers was canceled 20 years ago.
All right, I'm going to skip up to reality TV because it seems I want to make sure we don't miss that one, even though I think it's kind of a.
I feel like you should start this one.
I should start this one.
Well, reality TV is like the McDonald's of television, where everyone says they hate it, but it still gets a lot of people.
Everyone says they hate it, but yeah, you're right. A lot of people do watch. I, however, hate it, and I don't watch because
I don't believe you.
I don't either.
No, okay.
Do you watch The Voice?
You're watching Say Yes to the Dress every night.
No. Here's what I see. Right, my wife showing me clips of the show. That's what I see. Or I've seen some Biggest Loser,
Clips that Kent showed her?
most likely.
Sorry, guys.
Kent gets around. Right?
So you really don't watch reality TV?
No, I really don't.
Have you ever?
Yeah, I've seen them, and I just don't like them. Then I turn them off. Like, I mean, I watched Big Brother with my sister, the very first.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, and Survivor, like right as these things came out, like right at the beginning, and didn't like them then, even though I did watch some. But lately, I mean, no, I like MasterChef. I'll try. Blah. Biggest Loser. Like, I'm like, okay, there's actually something good happening here, so I can stand this one. But the stinking Like, this is just what happened. This is what's about to happen.
Ugh.
Over and over and over. It is the worst.
Reality
for
shows
watching.
have terrible pacing for that reason.
The pacing is, it's just...
especially if you're not watching it on TV.
Yeah, if you stream them,
Oh,
yeah,
streaming
it's
is the worst. It is the worst. You watch the content 3 times.
Yeah.
Everything you see 3 times. I
Yes.
just can't stand it. So, no, I really... There is nothing reality TV that I like. I watch nothing. So, not a good choice.
Let the record show that he does not have the depth that Kent and I do on reality TV.
like Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I know Joel's.
You want to guess
what's
it?
Joel's?
Yeah.
You could probably guess it.
Married at First Sight.
No.
No, I know
know
your
it is,
real one.
Joel.
I know your real one, but that's your secret one.
It is a secret one.
That one was a great premise, but it had the problem Jake pointed out, where it was so repetitive to watch it.
You came into work and you testified to everyone how
You went
great.
desk to desk and had them sign a form saying they would watch this show. And he wouldn't leave.
I just wanted to know if anyone would try the experiment in the office. Because Married at First Sight, for those of you that don't know, is a show about 2 people who are set up to be married by a group of scientists and therapists and stuff like that, and to see if they can match someone up using science. It was an interesting experiment.
Yeah, it was awesome when Bill Nye shows up and, Stephen Hawking.
Bunch
of scientists.
Bill. That was Stephen Hawking singing the theme song to Bill Nye the Science Guy.
All right, Joel, you want to talk about your real one?
My real one is, of course, Survivor. And it's because it's not a reality show.
Survivor.
I get so annoyed when people lump that together with like Big Brother or with The Real World. Is that still on? By the way, longest running reality show is actually Cops, not Survivor. I was kind of disappointed to find that out, considering I don't think anyone watches Cops anymore.
Is that on?
That's still on.
Wow.
But Survivor, to me, my family and I watch that together. And every season, we pick a pony, a guy and a girl, and we try and see if our picks make it to the end. So it's a fun little family interactive thing. But I love it because it's not about, it is about the drama, but there's also the added element of, prizes and surprises and contests and all these different things that make the show more unique. And it's been on for a really long time, and yet it still gets viewership, and it still wins nights.
Wait, I got confused. Were you talking about American Idol or Survivor?
American Idol was really popular. We looked this up. American Idol was really
Incredibly
popular from like 2001 to 2011,
I think.
11,
Wasn't
was
it?
it?
It was
That's
longer
pretty
than
long.
that, yeah.
But it was the highest rated show.
I think it was 2003 to
I
2011.
wonder if I can find that list again. But
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, American Idol is no
I'll
longer.
disagree. I think Survivor is a reality show. Straight
Well,
up.
I'll disagree because you don't have the depth that I do.
It's like the theme.
Really? No.
This whole episode. You don't have the depth.
No, I mean, they're playing games. Everything's set up. They're getting into these characters.
Yeah, how is
so
it
they
not?
can be more entertaining.
Reality TV.
I'm sure they have these producers also coaching them as well.
It's in reality. It's in the reality TV genre, but it's the subgenre of game show reality TV, and that's what makes it more interesting. I don't want to see people just sitting. I don't want to see the Kardashians sitting around talking about their hair to each other. Anyway, that's my pick, Survivor. I think it's a fantastic show, and I will continue to watch it for as many seasons as it's on.
It's not embarrassing to like Survivor.
No.
So
I will admit right now, I would never go on the show.
you wouldn't?
No. I get very hungry grumpy, and I would not be a very pleasant person to be around if I was only eating rice and corn husks or coconut husks.
I'm not saying anything here, but don't you think it'd be kind of nice to
Lose some weight? Is that what you're saying? You're telling me I need to lose some weight? You don't have the
Jake,
depth
my
I do
favorite
on Fat Body
reality
Contest.
show?
So your favorite part about Joel losing weight is
His wife would stop calling me. Oh, family friendly.
You realize she's going to listen to this.
Oh, great.
And judge you.
no, she's
so
gonna listen to it and be like, I don't see why people like this.
Basically. All right. So my favorite reality show is actually one of my favorite shows, and it's one I actually hate to miss. It's Shark Tank.
Shark Tank?
I love Shark Tank.
Oh gosh, darn it! I forgot
love
about
Shark
Tank.
Tank.
I do like Shark Tank.
Oh, you liar.
I did. I lied. I do like Shark Tank.
Kid likes Shark Tank. I'm going to like Shark Tank,
Wait,
too.
did you say Supernatural? Let me write this down.
Oh, Supernatural? I love that. I also had Luther, Ken.
Just because Kid
that
has
voice.
good taste.
I don't know if you know that I had Luther. Are we buddies now?
So,
Kent, are we?
sure.
Sure.
Weirdo. But I love Shark Tank. It comes on every Friday night, and I'm sad if I miss it.
You're sad if you miss Shark Tank.
I am.
I heard you. I just had no reaction because I was too bored by Shark Tank.
No, you should watch it. It's on tonight.
You know what Shark Tank is? Shark Tank is a bunch of jerks being jerky to jerks.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't want to see that.
No, it's real though. You get to see.
They said no
people
to
with real
Sub-Zero
ideas.
ice cream. I will never forgive them for that.
I don't know. I just love that these people are actually going to invest their money, and everyone comes in with high valuations, and they just shoot them down and say, "I want half of your business, and I'll only give you this much." And then it's kind of this whole bartering thing, and they have to negotiate.
You like to see people beaten down to their dreams and hopes
By rich
beaten down
people.
by rich people.
I do.
You'd like to see the 1% beat up the rest of the crowd.
Weird, but yes.
I'll tell you what, Ken. You give me 20% of the profits, and I'll agree with you right now.
In
15%?
perpetuity?
17%. And merchandising rights.
Done.
Okay, it's a somewhat interesting show.
See? That's it. That's the whole show, and it's great.
No, it's terrible.
No, it's not terrible at all. It's awesome.
Okay, because we are going on a bit here. What I want to do is
We could be faster, I suppose.
Let's go a little faster, and
Okay.
let's just jump through the last ones, and then we'll hit some of the hot topics once we're done.
Hot topic.
Who you gonna pick?
All right,
Ghostbusters.
best
No.
escapism show.
Come on. Okay, escapism.
Yeah, Joel, you go first. Best escapism.
Best-
And just say it, and then we'll go on to.
Escapism just being the fact that I can watch a show, takes me to another place, I don't have to worry about real life.
Yes. You know, honestly, it should make you feel like a child again. Like it just really takes you out of everything and gives you that sort of.
I'm gonna say a show here. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but Portlandia.
Oh, okay.
Portlandia is this weird, wonderful alternate world. And it's hilarious. Like, honestly, it really is one of the funniest shows on television. In fact, I have a quote here from Jerry Seinfeld that said, I think that it's the best comedy on TV right now, and it's easily one of the best comedies of all time. That was in 2014 he said that.
Oh, it's a little crazy.
I agree.
That is crazy.
It's hilarious, and I don't know why more people are watching it, but I love watching that and just imagining that that's what Portland is really like. I have been there.
Yeah.
I know some people from there, and they're probably listeing right now.
The dream of the 90s is alive in Portland, after all.
That's right.
So,
That is a good song.
That is from the pilot episode.
Yeah.
hey, if you're giving quotes from Seinfeld,
All right, Kent, go.
my best show about escapism is The Flash. It's only in its first season.
Yes.
In fact, it's almost finished with the first season. But I was hesitant because Arrow is weak.
Arrow has become weak.
Arrow is generally weak. I mean, I'll defend parts of it.
Yeah, some parts of it are really good.
And then I was like, oh, another CW
Like
show. Here I am.
3% of
Hey,
it.
remember
maybe?
last year how I hated CW and now I'm all about it? So Vampire Diaries and all that, you know.
Oh, God. No. Please tell me you don't watch Vampire Diaries.
We're getting to guilty pleasure in just a little bit, but no, just kidding. But no, The Flash is so much fun,
It is fun.
and it makes me feel like a kid again.
I agree.
It doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah, because Arrow was a good show for a bit. It took a while to get the momentum going, and then it was good. And
Yep.
now it's turned into this love triangle, awful drama that I don't care about. Mm-hmm. I'd rather see him shoot peoples with arrows.
Except for now he doesn't, because he doesn't kill them.
I know. Now, every superhero does that these days. Can we just get back to superheroes killing people? Can we just get to that? Let's ignore the whole line thing, because I'm pretty sure Batman even killed some people.
You know, there's a great movie where the superhero snaps someone's neck. Yeah, it's a great movie.
If it was a great movie, it's not Man of Steel, so it's got to be something else.
Ma! Shut up.
Did you just turn into a lamb?
I did. Ma! That's what I do when I get upset.
But no, I agree that The Flash is a really fun show because it keeps that element of humor. And every time they get into the love drama stuff, I have to admit, it gets a little lesser.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Hate Show. And now, originally, this was a show that you hate watch, which means you watch it, but you still hate the show. But I really want to switch this around. I want this to
switch it around last minute.
I want this to be a show that people like, but you really don't. Like, this is a show you hate, but it's on the air, but it's stupid, but people still like it. What is the show?
I have a lot of those.
All right, just start naming until Joel comes up with one.
You know,
No, I have one, but you jumped down to the other one, and I wanted to do the hate watching one because I had so much to say.
I don't know, Downton Abbey, Walking Dead, Big Bang Theory.
Hashtag can't say a thing.
Did I say Mad Men? Mad Men.
But that's a hate watch. Like, you still watch that, though.
Okay, one I don't watch is Big Bang Theory. One of the most highly rated shows on TV.
Because it needs to be
in
the
its
show
8th
that you
season.
really can't watch. Like, you're like, I hate this show so much, I won't watch it.
You keep
'Cause Mad
changing
Men,
the
I know
category.
You keep watching. No, I'm not changing the
Here's what we were going to talk about.
One of those shows that someone told you about 2 weeks ago.
Because I'm not going to watch.
I have not changed the category. This
Jake,
is the same
I'm not going to
topic.
watch a show I hate.
No, Kent does.
I
Kent
do.
does
But
this.
that's hate watching.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that.
You know, I also can never watch How I Met Your Mother. And not just because of
that's not
how
current.
it ended. No, you're right. But I mean, just a CBS show that everyone's like, you would love this show. You're a geek, or you're this way. You would love this show. I'm like, nah, I probably never will now.
Well, and How I Met Your Mother really was tainted by the finale because I can't go back and watch it now because I'm too bugged by how it ended.
Joel, I feel kind of bad. I feel like I want to back up, let you talk about your show that you hate watch.
Yes, please do.
Wait, what's the category again? And how would we define it?
Exactly. Let's go back to hate watching. I remember a simpler time when we talked about hate watching because I'm going to say that Gotham is my worst hated show on television right now that I watch. Because other shows like Two Broke Girls, I gave that a shot. And I really didn't like it and never went back to it. But Gotham, I am holding on. I made it, I don't know why I made this deal with myself. I was like, I'm just going to watch the end of the first season. And every episode I hate. It has become this copycat, horrible awfulness. It's like they tried to do too much too soon, and now they ran out of ideas, so now they're stealing things from like 50 Shades of Grey. So yeah, don't watch Gotham, kids. It's not good. And
I probably
wish
will,
we could
right?
disagree with you on this, honestly.
Mark my words, it'll be canceled next season.
It's Batman related, so I'm going to watch
unlikely.
it.
You shouldn't. If you love Batman, you won't watch.
Wait, have you seen the pilot yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the pilot's not terrible. But
I'm just saying when you've already
quickly.
So it
shown
ropes you in and
all
then-
the possible characters that you can and shown us who they're going to be.
False Face, Egghead.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
They're all there.
They're all there.
All of them. If there's a Batman villain, they're like, who can we dig up this
Man
episode?
Bat. Have you seen Man Bat?
Yes.
Clayface.
Yes.
Mad Hatter.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. No.
That's not
they're
one.
No. They have like
Scarface.
the Riddler and Catwoman, and they show Harvey Dent, and now they have the Ogre, and they have all these kind of Batman characters, but it's so annoying to watch them just take something that could have been so good and throw it in the trash.
That's too bad.
All right, guys, what I really want to hear now is best overall show, and then we're going to wrap up.
I got the best one, but Ken can go first so I can show him up.
Really? All right. Well, we're not even going best British TV.
Family friendly.
Best British TV.
All right, do you want to do best British?
Family friendly.
My best British TV show is Black Mirror. It is awesome. Jake, have you not seen this?
Yeah.
You sound like you slurred that a bit.
Black Mirror.
Black
You
Mirror.
have to say it like you're on a
Mirror.
trip.
I don't know Black
Black
Mirror.
Mirror.
I really don't know Black Mirror. What's it about?
Once again, a little bit too adult for you.
I don't have
He
the
doesn't
depth.
have the depth for sure.
And this one is kind of like the Twilight Zone, but an updated version. It's very dark. It's all about a fear of technology and kind of us achieving that technology and what could happen. So, like, be careful what you wish for. Done, and there's only 7 episodes currently.
So you can't binge watch this, is what you're saying.
Unless you were you and you called it binge watching with one
If
season.
you watch 7 episodes in one sitting, that's binge watching, baby.
But yeah, everyone should watch it. But, that's just me.
You have a favorite British show?
Don't worry, it doesn't count as binge eating. I only ate for an
What
entire
about best
day.
Canadian show? Do we get that in?
Yeah, thank you, Orphan Black.
Are we
Joel,
doing?
go ahead.
Well, the best British show?
Yeah.
Well, actually, the best British show and the best overall show
Oh, the same?
are the
Ooh.
same. The one and the same.
Oh, it's going to... Oh, okay.
You know what it is.
Yep.
This is BBC's Sherlock. It's a show that is currently on the air. and-
Is it currently on the air?
Yeah.
Because you never know.
No, it's
true.
It's still got the dash in
Like,
IMDb.
it doesn't exist.
It's still to present in Wikipedia.
Every
and they
4
are
years.
still
It's
making
basically
them.
an angel that
We
just comes
unearthed
and
Benedict
lands on Earth.
Cumberbatch.
And I will wait. I'm kind of bugged that they stretched out so long, but I am happy to get quality shows if it takes that long. And I'm happy the way they do the format too, because they're not set on dragging this thing out till the end of time. It's like, hey, we got 3 cool movies. Let's put them as a TV show. Because they could have been standalone movies, and I would have gone to the theater to watch them because they are fantastic.
The second episodes of season 1 and 2 are very, very weak. But season 3 is all great.
Yeah, but
I
I
love
mean,
season 3.
even the weakest Sherlock is better than the CW.
Better than
What?
The Flash.
I would say, yeah.
All right.
I don't really see myself going back and watching Flash episodes, but I will go back and I have gone back and watched Sherlock multiple times.
Yeah. All right. Sherlock's great. It is really, really good.
But
But
I prefer Game of Thrones.
I do prefer Game of Thrones. It's
I
the
knew
best
it.
show on TV.
That's your best show?
I knew it.
Yes.
I knew you were going to say that.
It really is. Production value is incredible. They make a lot of money with viewers, and they spend a lot of money. The cast is phenomenal. They make you care. I mean, there are 1,000 characters introduced in the first season. Half of them die, and you care about these side characters for the rest of the seasons. And You really do care.
But they introduce these characters, but they're not. They're willing to get rid of them. Whereas, like you pointed at me when you said thousands of characters because Gotham, but in Gotham they don't like to kill people. They like to keep them living no matter what. So I like that Game of Thrones does that. I really enjoy the fact that you don't know who's going to be living the next episode. Although some people in the office will probably spoil it for me.
Yes, they will.
They certainly will.
And I have seen the first 3 seasons. I got them on Clear Play, and they were very, very choppy. I had to have Kent fill me on what was going on.
There are a few scenes. Yeah.
But it's a very well-crafted show, but I have to say, it's not my favorite.
Really?
I enjoy watching it.
Honestly, I'm going with Joel on this. It's actually in my hated list.
You're gonna lose Kent's friendship now.
It's okay.
We're not buddies anymore.
Well, you know what?
Tell your mom to stop calling me.
Any show that you like is the best. It's like this show that just dares you not to like it. It punches you in the face and is like tells you like it afterwards. Pokes you in the eye. It's like you like what you're doing, don't you? And then you want to come back for more. It just dares you to stop watching it. I think
it's the only TV show that I will buy and on Blu-ray. Like I'll invest in this show. It's that good.
Why would you? It's not that good though.
It's phenomenal.
No, it's
Production quality is fantastic.
The production quality is good.
I think the writing is very good, and I like the characters. I just think it's a little gratuitous.
Oh, it's gratuitous to the max.
That's my problem with it. Is they're like, you know what? Let's do something no one's ever done before and show everything and do everything.
Let's punish everyone and make them feel bad.
But so good.
No one feels
the
good.
reason okay, let me start over. Joffrey.
Oh.
See, like that alone just makes you not want to watch the show.
No,
but it does because
I'm with you.
Ridiculous.
It's almost escapism because you're taking so much out of yourself and you're like, I hate that kid so bad.
If you saw that actor on the street, you'd probably punch him in the face.
I would punch him in the face. I would kneel behind him as you pushed him over.
I don't want to get involved here, Kent.
You would do the same. You would punch him in the face.
I love it. I love it when a character can make me hate them, and I hate.
And for me,
Joffrey.
that's what media is all about. If it can remove you out of your little circle for a while and put you in this show or movie, it's done its job.
I agree.
I don't think a movie is good simply because it's made you feel something, though.
We're talking about TV shows, Jake.
Oh, I disagree, too. I think if a movie makes you feel something other than disgust...
No, not anything.
I'm not saying you watch Grown Ups or Human Centipede, which are on the same level.
Right.
I'm not saying that's good.
An Adam Sandler movie on the same level as a horrible...
Yeah, no, that's exactly my scale. Is saying, like, that is an area, like, yeah, it makes me feel something. It makes me feel gross.
No.
Like, that's not
There's a difference.
Your tolerance level is quite different, though.
But that's what I'm saying is like shocking someone into reaction is much different than a prolonged and progressive hatred. Because it's not just one thing that makes you hate Joffrey. Like you just see him and you hate him. Whereas those other things, it's just like you're shocked and terrified, and those are emotions that you feel, but it's just temporary.
There is, sadly, it is consulted on by a 14-year-old boy who's like, more nudity.
Isn't that an SNL sketch you just ripped off right now?
Just saying, that's what it is.
Credit where credit's due, kid. Come on. We have intelligent listeners here who have the depth that we have.
But,
I need to watch that skit, apparently.
It's great. When I bought the first season, it was awesome. Yes?
No, you just reminded me. The sketch is is Andy Samberg.
It is.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I didn't really put that on my list, but it's really entertaining.
Also, Joel, we need to mention our other new favorite show.
All right. So when I first bought the first season of Game of Thrones.
Oh, you're still talking about that?
Yeah, I am.
Game of Thrones.
I bought it at Walmart. And the kid who sold it to me is in the electronics department.
He said, what a cool show.
And he's like, hey, you buying this? I'm like, yes. He's like, I just got to warn you. Okay. This has a lot of nudity.
Was he 14?
No, he was like 30. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's an
Did you have facial hair at the time?
I always. And I go, it's an HBO show. You can kind of expect that. And he goes, no, seriously. It has a lot. And I go,
was he your guardian angel?
No.
Trying to prevent you from buying it?
He was my...
That's what it was.
He was probably my guardian angel.
Did you?
Your soul depends on this purchase, Kent. Choose what.
And you're like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool.
And I'm like, don't judge me, guardian angel. You jerk.
Hashtag don't judge me, guardian angel.
He is super judgmental, honestly. So I bought it. I walked out of there. I flipped him off after I walked away. My poor guardian angel.
Family friendly.
All right, Jake, what's your favorite show so I can rip it apart?
You're not going to be able to. It's Luther.
Oh, okay.
I
yeah,
think-
you already said that.
Oh, touche.
Hey, we're buddies again.
Reunited.
Although
and
Justified
it
is a close
feels
second
so
to me, but it's
good.
not quite that level of. It's not excellence. It's just extremely good. All right, we've been going long enough, I think.
We probably have.
All right, any final comments, jabs, jests?
What's this show been about? I forget.
Oh,
Best current television shows. Or
Yes.
best current on-air. No, it's not on-air. It's
no,
through
but
cable.
what's the
Best
theme we keep having and we keep talking about here? The
Joel's not ready for adult themes.
Kent has too much depth.
No depth. Yeah,
Too much depth.
You forgot that?
You mean it's too low? Yeah.
Probably.
Not enough depth.
But I mean, we could wrap up talking about some new shows if you want to.
Let's end on new. Yeah,
Shows that are coming up in their infancy that we think might be pretty good. I'm going to say iZombie. I was very hesitant into
Isn't that
going
on CW?
That is a CW show. But I was very hesitant going into it because I am what we call a zombie purist. And I was worried they were going to change the mythology and make it stupid because a high-functioning zombie, it's basically about a zombie. If Veronica Mars were a zombie, this is what it would be. And I was like, I don't think a high-functioning zombie is where I want to go. It's clever. It's a very clever show. I think Rob Thomas has done a great job with it.
Oh, from Matchbox 20?
Yes.
Just like the ocean under the moon. What am I, you? Why am I singing?
I don't know.
Don't stop.
You don't have the depth to sing a Santana Rob Thomas duet.
Just to piggyback on that, the other new show that Joel and I both like actually is Last Man on Earth.
You trying to buddy up to me right now?
I know we're pals when it comes to this show. Joel will accuse me of always siding with Kent, but the fact is, as you have just heard, listener, it's not true.
So wait, so you're saying I'm wrong in siding with Kent that you never side with Kent?
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Just
exactly.
clarifying there.
Wait, so why is... I actually haven't seen Last Man on Earth.
So Last Man on Earth, Will Forte, and
It's like 7 episodes in now, or 8?
I think 8 or 9 at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm current, and I'd seriously look every day because I don't know. I haven't even checked to see what day it comes out. So I check Hulu every day to see if there's a new one. And, once a week, I'm very pleased.
It is a funny show. I actually think that one has a lot of potential if they can keep up what they're doing because they do a good job of kind of, when things start getting stale, changing up the story.
Yeah, this show has a knot in my stomach during some scenes. I'm just watching and like, oh my gosh, it's torture watching this guy make decisions because he's such a stupid
Kind of like
person.
when we watch Joffrey.
No, not like like Michael Scott is what it's like.
Okay.
My favorite new show is Empire.
That's
Really?
a lie.
It's a lie.
You've never watched Empire in your life.
I've never seen an episode.
Have you watched any of these infant shows, or do you usually wait until they get a little
The
traction?
Flash would probably be in Better Call Saul are the only ones I've given a shot.
Okay.
I usually wait till the show is established because I can't watch a show and then have it be canceled.
Oh, I know.
And deal with that.
No, it's true. I've been burned too many times, and I've actually realized that Community is the only television show that I've watched live from the pilot.
Okay.
Because usually I like it to get some traction first before I commit to it. Because I've started shows and then they've been terrible, or I've started them and then they've gotten terrible. Yeah, happy to have Community in that little belt buckle.
Belt.
Not belt buckle, utility belt compartment.
Oh, utility belt compartment.
Sure,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
community belt buckle.
I'm hungry and I'm tired.
All right. That's a wrap then, guys. And thanks for listening. And those are our top shows with those weird random
Wait,
categories.
is there a winner? Did we have a...
Well,
This
yeah.
isn't a versus
No,
category.
I think we need to invite the listeners to go to baconsale.com and make a comment. Let us know what your favorite shows in these categories are. Jake, you want to run through them real quick?
All right, here's the categories. Best reality TV. Best show overall. Best binge watching show. The show you hate, which can be defined in a couple of ways as we learned. And guilty pleasure, which we didn't actually get to.
Joel, go real quick. Lightning round.
It's The Flash.
Guilty pleasure?
It's a guilty pleasure because it's a superhero show on the CW, and yet I really
Joel
like
once again forgets what a guilty pleasure is. Mine is The Bachelor.
No.
Yeah. So is yours
Give me your
because
man card.
we talked about it this season.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
I didn't watch.
All right,
Yes,
I'm
you
moving
did.
ahead here. The show everyone should be watching, the best escapism show.
So let us know on baconsale.com what you think, what your opinions are on each one of those shows, and we will argue with you.
Yes. Because you're wrong if you disagree.
Unless we're buddies.
Yeah.
Be my
Anyway,
buddy.
thanks for listening. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And Jacob.
Yeah, see you next time. and
Farewell.
Stuff.
Good.
Bell. Stephen Hawking.
Bell. Bell.
Bunch of
Bell.
scientists.
Bell.
Bell. Stephen Hawking.
Bell. Bell.
Bunch of
Bell.
scientists.
Bell.
Bell. Stephen Hawking.
Bell. Bell. Bell.
Bell. Stephen Hawking.
Bell. 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 Bell.
Don't judge me, guardian angel.